at least 14 hours ahead of us of driving before we are at Dallas to help Minton Riley. If you don't know the story, consult previous live stream or wait, I don't know, come up again. Do you want this on your leg or do you want me to put it somewhere?
You can do that.
else? Is this bothersome?
No.
Not really.
It's fine.
That's funny. Okie dokie. Alright, Bird's leg is the tripod. Alright, I guess I'm still fucking driving. Let's
Superhero.
fucking... I need to put my music back on too.
Oh, fuck.
Okay. We stopped at this place because there was a gas station next to a building, so I assumed the building was, you know, like a plaza connected to the gas station. I pulled into this town because it said on the highway that there was like a visitor or tourist information center here.
It's up there.
Oh, it's that up on the hill. Oh! Well, I did not see it on the way into town. I thought this could be it, so I pulled in here. But actually, this is just a little gas station that's next to a strange breakfast buffet restaurant that was blasting bluegrass. And I was like, oh, this is not at all a convenience store. I would have picked up smokes.
Smokes.
And I feel like there was something else I thought I needed. Oh yeah, a fucking USB, a micro USB cable. I need that. Oh,
Ellen Harai, all right, I'm awake and ready to save CLIPPA. Let's go.
Let's
we are
go.
all here. We are all young CLIPPA.
I'm gonna warn you all though, the connection's probably gonna get really bad soon.
Yeah.
We're still in the Appalachian Mountains. We're still close to the border of Virginia and Tennessee. Although we're getting closer to like Knoxville, which is a big city. So I don't know. I don't know if the connection is going to be better or worse than it has been, but we're going to be doing over 70 miles an hour. So the fact that any internet is happening at all is a fucking miracle in and of itself. And also, I'll be playing music in the background for a lot of it. Although right now, Bird's awake. I don't know if you're feeling conversation.
Oh, really? Just
Alright.
kind of...
Ready to go back to sleep?
I caught up on Twitter and just a bunch of self-proclaimed libertarians celebrating the police.
Yeah.
And it's just,
Celebrating the arrest of a guy who was standing outside a building.
just literally, I thought this was America.
Yeah. Here I thought I lived in the USA. Turns out I live in the USA.
Pride Month.
Alright, we got 150 kilometers before I have to move left or right in any way. Besides slowly.
No. Oh, man.
We've literally just been riding straight, like, over the ridge of the Blue Ridge Mountains for hours. We'll continue to do so pretty much until we hit Knoxville, where the road splits and crosses Tennessee in a strange northeast to southwest line, diagonal line. Anyway, this is the first ever nerdcore song, Protoculture, by Del the Funky Homo Sapien, featuring, I can't remember the other guy's name, but they talk about like all the video games and anime that nobody had heard of. If you don't know the culture, here's the whole structure. Trust us. Protoculture. Here's the whole structure. Trust us. The blockbuster. That's right, he just name dropped Sonic Adventure, like a song from 1999 or 2000.
Riley's crime was literally, he's just standing there, menacingly. And Eric July, is pretending he doesn't know who Riley is, or didn't know who he was, and is also lying, saying like he was banging on the windows, which I know for a fact he wasn't.
I mean, it's all right there on film. The whole fucking thing was live streamed. The entire time they were there, Mint was live streamed.
I just... already losing face calling the police on someone who you just don't like.
Yeah.
And now lying about it, like... I think he's Trixie's gay dad or something, talking about Riley, I think.
More like my gay son. I'm, what, 7 years older than Riley, probably?
Something like that.
He's like a year older than you, right?
I can do something a little bit. I'm so bad at birthdays.
I don't remember what song this is, but I like it. Living Legends. Oh, it's got Dell in it. It's called The Return. It's also got A$AP Rocky.
Just came in to stream. You and Bird enjoying your trip as much as you can enjoy a spur-of-the-moment trip to Dallas, Texas without really any stops, yeah?
I mean, I've stopped at literally every rest area that we've come across because I pretty much, like clockwork, have adrenaline, piss, or shit from... It is raw adrenaline that is making this drive happen. I had already been up for like 20 hours when he got arrested. It was 22 by the time we left. Well, that's not entirely true. We had woken up at like 4 in the morning because you would have had to go to work, but you felt sick. So we ended up going back to sleep.
I was throwing up all morning.
Yeah, we went back to sleep at like till, I don't know, 8 probably.
I was asleep till like 10 or 11. Just
That's right, you woke up a lot after me. So yeah, I woke up a lot earlier than you did.
Best advice if you ever feel sick, fall asleep. Just sleep.
So maybe I was only up for like 18 hours when the arrest happened, but nonetheless, I had been up for a full day. Saw Riley get arrested. We spent like, an hour or two figuring out, like, do we need to go to Texas? Yes. What are the consequences of us going to Texas? Potentially severe, but Mint and Riley are by themselves in a foreign fucking land. Riley's in jail. Mint's alone, so this seems like bad circumstances that they could use some smiling friends for.
We are the smiling friends.
We are literally the real life smiling friends. Just neither one of us is Australian, but you do a pretty good one.
What?
Australian accent.
Oh, no I don't.
You've gotten better. What is that building?
I don't know. There's a lot of really cool, weird buildings out here in Southwest Virginia.
No, we will not be. Because we're just going straight into Tennessee.
Okay. Oh, man. Can you pass your phone so I can look at the route? Damn, we're not even passing... Oh, we are passing through Nashville. Ooh, I wish we could stop at Joyland.
Yeah, we can't
Probably
afford
not.
that. we gotta stay cheap. The $30 at Waffle House is already kind of a lot. We have cereal and milk. We have
We have a lot of food.
yeah, we have plenty of snacks. We have stuff we can actually cook.
Steaks.
We have leftover chili.
Riley gonna make a hard track based on this situation. Absolutely.
Riley's gonna make a lifetime worth of. Riley's been to jail now. You have no idea what this unlocks for him as a rapper. Y'all don't understand. He's been a rapper with no jail rep at all, and he got sent to jail over the dumbest, bullshit, most fuck the police reasoning imaginable, bro. I'm not even gonna question it. His rap career is about to go somewhere. I don't think he's gonna be able to rap without confidence anymore. Like, I think that's not possible. You know, you can't go to jail and then be like, I can't rap. Like, no.
Shibbity dibbity, you are being the worst devil's advocate ever right now. And is it a crime to be the worst example of humanity? Young CLIPPA has not been. He wasn't committing a crime.
He literally did nothing.
It might be obnoxious, and you might want to compare them to teenagers at McDonald's, I guess, but that's ridiculous.
Yeah. No, the point of it is that this was just an event that anybody was supposed to just be like. It's just for fans of CLIPPA or of RIPPA, and CLIPPA and Mint said like, "Hey, we're fans. We'll show up," and they were just completely barred based on the unfounded fear or hate that RIPPA, who himself has threatened Riley's life, when Riley has never threatened him with anything other than shaving his shoulder hair, which is such an obvious joke. You can't even, like, at face value, take it seriously. And yet, not only did they ban them from the event, they then got them removed from the premises by way of arrest. Over nothing. Standing. Riley wasn't even filming inside the building. He was simply standing outside the building, commenting on the happenings inside. What part of that is illegal? What part of that is ground for an arrest? I have no fucking clue. That makes no sense.
If you call the police on anyone, ever, I am not a fan of you. I don't like you. I think you are a major problem to society.
I agree with that. The only responsible uses of the police I've ever seen have been people calling them on themselves, and that's still creating a bad situation. You don't know how that could play out for everybody else.
40 people in the chat and only 4 likes? Like the stream for Young CLIPPA, please.
Yo, everybody, get them likes in. Also, Golden Witch Fire on Venmo or Cash App or at gmail.com on I want to help fund this trip. So far, we are spent about $60, made about probably 25 in takeaway from the last stream. It's 41 super chats, you know, so
Shibbity dibbity, have you ever worked at McDonald's? No. Have you worked at any kind of place that drunk people frequent? My first job was overnights at a gas station. I have dealt with more drunk people than you have. And outside of that, I've dealt with more drunk people than you have. I still wouldn't call the police on them. Shibbity, you're getting dangerously close to concern trolling. This is your first warning.
You're
and
talking
only
to
warning.
a man who defended his gas station when robbers came to steal Gatorade by jumping on the roof of their car and letting them drive him 2 blocks away and then beat the ever-loving shit out of him in defense of that Gatorade that he did not get back. Nor was he promoted or given any extra bonus for his heroism.
All right, Shibbity, you are now condescending. So time out for you for 24 hours. Just like, dog, you're not right in this situation. I'm sorry. You don't know what you're talking about. I have still dealt with more drunk people than you have working security. Like, I make it a choice to deal with drunk people all of the time.
Yeah, you go to bars and breweries.
If you have a problem dealing with drunk people, as it seems you do, stop doing what you do. Yeah, I mean, if you want to actually know what was happening instead of just randomly speculating and going based off of rhetoric, in air quotes, go watch the stream on Young CLIPPA's channel. But don't talk to me about something you clearly know nothing about.
Yeah, I mean, if you haven't seen the fucking video, I really don't want to hear your opinion about it. Actually, I really don't want to hear your opinion about it one way or another. I saw the video and I know what happened. There's not really debate about it. I literally was watching it happen.
Actually though, it's the way people are talking about this kind of sounds like something that I have kind of tangentially experienced once before, and I don't know, that's kind of sus. No. Like, false equivalencies, dog. Never call the police. Never call the police. If you do, you are a pussy.
Hey, we're listening to Twistello right now.
Let's go.
This isn't cop calling. Hey, Tennessee Welcome Center.
We in Tennessee.
Do you need to stop here? It says 35 to the next rest area.
Nah, we good. Good.
I don't have to piss yet. I might in half an hour.
Gary always. One of my good friends is ASE security guard. AS security guard. And I know he would never call the cops on someone.
We just entered Tennessee, everybody.
Well, now we have just entered Tennessee. Hello, Tennessee Welcome Center.
And there's a massive Bass Pro Shops right next to the Welcome Center.
Oh, you're not even kidding.
Welcome to Tennessee.
Oh,
this is the.
I know where we
Pinnacle.
are.
Yeah, we're at the Pinnacle, a big outlet mall that we've never actually stopped at. But they have a ton of food here.
Insert jokes about 10IC here. Too late. Gary always beat you to that.
But we have stopped at the Pals, which is across the street from the rest of it, I think. Only place I've ever seen Pals, a fast food restaurant, is right around the Cumberland Gap area, like Tennessee and Virginia. Not even in Kentucky though, but just in Tennessee and Virginia. Right around that area, it's like a bunch
Bass
of them.
Pro Shop stream, unfortunately not today. But on our way back, I could see stopping at the big Bass Pro Shops pyramid.
Oh, at the pyramid. We are going to pass the Memphis Bass Pro Shops pyramid on this trip. So we will, in like 7 hours, be passing that pyramid. Maybe we'll say 8 hours because of stops. Possibly 9 hours if we do a whole cooking thing or something. But yeah, but within the next 9 hours, we will be passing the Bass Pro Shops pyramid in Memphis, Tennessee, of which we have passed many times.
And never stopped at either.
As it is massive right on the highway, and also it's right next to the Welcome Center, the Memphis Welcome Center, which is right at you cross a bridge into town, and then you're at the Bass Pro Shops pyramid / Welcome Center, pretty much. It's also a pretty cool Welcome Center. There's a massive statue of a guy in there. You got some pictures of it from way back on Instagram somewhere.
It's on my bucket list to stay at the hotel at the top of the pyramid. I am with you there. It looks really cool.
Yeah,
did you know there's a hotel in it?
Yeah, you told me about
that. Okay.
That our streaming goal for making it to Texas, we're probably gonna have to fill up gas 2 or 3 more times. I'm gonna say our total cost of travel is gonna be like $150. So if we can make $150 during the travel, that would be incredible. If you want us to rant about anything, you could send some money and we'll do a rant. I'm awake enough right now that I could rant while driving. Now that we're in Tennessee, the roads are a lot less shit.
I do love Tennessee. It is beautiful.
Well, we're no longer in the literally in the Appalachian Mountains. We're now just cutting across Tennessee, I think. I guess we still will be on the Appalachian Plateau for a little bit, probably. But all right, Kia, you can go.
Where are y'all headed? Dallas, Texas.
Dallas, Tejas. Land of the Rising Boot Star. Land of the Rising Spur. There you go.
Watch, as soon as we pull into Texas, Eric July's private security force is going to pull us over and arrest us, too. I have a free wrestling show in Austin in 2 weeks if y'all are still in Texas. I doubt we will be, but that sounds awesome, and if anyone is in Austin, you should check that out. Royal World for $4.99. Hope this helps with the cost for the trip. It does. We appreciate it. Are y'all going to be able to bail him out, or is that being handled by someone else? We do not have the money to bail him out.
Yeah, we would definitely not be able to, but I'm sure that if we find out a bail fund will be constructed. If not by us, then by Dick Masterson, I would assume. He would probably be the first one to jump on it.
Is bail set yet? No, it's a Sunday.
Yeah, see, they told... This arrest happened at, like...
Cops are allowed to lie to you.
What? For them, it was probably, like, close to midnight, right?
Yeah.
Because we saw this happen at, like, 1 in the morning. So, no, like, 11 o'clock. Somewhere around 11 o'clock. Because the event was about to end in, like, a few minutes. I remember Riley saying something like, in a few minutes, they're going to be done with this, or something like that. So I'm thinking that they got him arrested because they knew everybody was going to have to leave the building soon, and they just wanted him gone before everybody leaves, so that he wouldn't have the opportunity to get everybody on camera leaving, which obviously that's what I was looking forward to. I was like, well, okay, whether they can get in there or not, everyone has to leave that fucking building eventually, and they're going back into public land, you know? They're not fucking protected because they went to protected from being on camera or touched out nothing, you know? It's just, there was no threat. There was no credible threat there. So it was astonishing that the police suddenly removed them.
After allowing them to be there.
I shouldn't even say removed them, just removed Riley. They just straight up arrested Riley and left Mint and said nothing to her. They didn't even say anything. They just went, oh, this guy's the problem? All right.
Gary, always, I'm super curious what they're actually charging him with. I have a feeling they'll just let him go tomorrow. God,
I hope so. Probably have to repeat some of what I just said. I think we went down for a second there. Hopefully we're not still down in a second here. But yeah, they're transferring him somewhere, and he's got a post for bond. So that's all we've heard from Dick, whom I assume had a more direct line to Riley. But yeah, it's a lot of questions still.
Back, it stutters freezes occasionally. We are driving through the middle of the mountains, and the mountains here in Tennessee are solid rock.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on. Oh my God, I hadn't even considered this. What if we pull into Dallas and Alpha Corps pulls us over? Failure's not something they do, Beatrice.
I haven't heard from Mint since she fell asleep around probably 6:50, which that's only 6 hours ago, and God knows she'd been up all night, so she'll probably still be asleep for a while. I just know she fell asleep. She was in the chat up until that point, and then we passed out. She passed out. I woke up like an hour later and kept driving. Not even from the alarm. I had set an alarm for 8 and woke up like 3 minutes before. I was like, huh.
Nice.
I guess my body just determined that it had that amount of time to sleep, and then slept as hard as it could for that time.
Damn, America has a lot of trees. Where we haven't cut them all down, yes we do.
Well, and a lot of these, it's like just a facade of trees for like a little bit, and then right behind that's a town, or right behind that is a farm or something. A lot of these are just like ravines where the runoff from the highway collects, and also where the sewer's empty. So it's basically like, it's kind of like having train tracks running next to you, except that it's actually just like man-made forests full of septic rivers.
Sarah Louise, you think this is a lot of trees? Laughs in PNW.
Oh, yeah. The trees are like twice the size out in the northwest as they are here. It's like considerably.
Derange 8 for $5. Mumkey is going to re-listen to old ISMA episodes live on Wednesday. Would you join, or is the bridge fully burnt? Only ask since it was my favorite podcast.
I don't know. Is there money in it for me? there a way I can get paid for that?
Well, you have just been paid $5.
Oh, he just paid me to ask that question. Amazing. Well, I don't know. I'd consider going on.
Reconnected.
Yeah, I've talked about, if we sorted out the money and the marketing right, I could see working with Monkey again. But, I don't know what the vibe is,
He thinks everyone who didn't work with him is a pussy. I know that.
There is a really huge mountain straight in front of us.
Yeah, that's cool.
What is that mountain?
A big one.
It's so huge. It's got to be like 2 hours away. That's like a it's like a Mount Hood scale mountain over there.
I don't know about all that.
I didn't know we had such tall mountains here.
Do you mean Rainier? Or are you talking about Hood?
I meant Hood.
Okay.
Rainier's even taller than Hood, isn't it?
Yeah, but I mean, Rainier's more visible.
True.
Like, I hadn't realized you could see Mount Hood from Portland because most of the time it was so fucking cloudy.
We kept seeing it from the back, though,
Yeah.
when we took that other route, and it was like literally 2 hours away, and you could just see it in full view, like, oh, that's Mount Hood. This mountain probably isn't nearly as tall as that, actually, but it just looks that way.
No on this side of the country are that tall.
Nothing around here is anywhere close. Ooh, it's warming up.
Yep. Last time I was in Texas in the summertime, I stayed in the hotel room.
You know what they say, you don't like the weather in Texas.
Stab yourself in the fucking eye.
Yeah.
Oh.
95 from Knoxville.
Damn. Lost transmission, but the idea of Mumkey being okay with it. Mumkey is not the most unreasonable person ever.
I could also see him agreeing to it just for the sake of working up to a betrayal.
That would be legendary.
Like, I could easily imagine him being
Top
like,
10 anime betrayals.
And then we just joke about that the entire show. Like, the whole show will just be us joking about when the betrayal is coming, how the betrayal is going to happen. Like,
What's like with the Biggest Problem reboot? Like, how long until Vito Maddox's?
yeah. Oh, don't worry. Our show was already a Biggest Problem ripoff.
I knew that.
We could just modernize it to be a
new Biggest Problem ripoff.
Biggest
Problem in the universe.
I love that he just, like, basically
Does
did
that every time.
Well, it's just like one episode he just decided to do that and then never stopped. Like, it went over well, so he went, all right, it's the bit. Every episode we're doing that. And I like it. It works. It's interesting that he does it live every time, But you can tell he's always excited to do it. He's never phoned it in,
Brett.
Wait. It says that I'm, like, playing music, but I don't hear no music. How strange.
Echo Chamber show. I just came in. Recap?
Well, Riley's in jail in Texas. You can watch it happen on the Clippaverse live stream, the one from last night. He stood outside of a place Eric July was inside of, and Eric didn't like that. So he called the police, or someone around him did. and the police told Riley he was doing nothing illegal and then arrested him. Very confusingly. And simply left Mint Salad standing there wondering what the fuck just happened.
If Eric July had stood by his threat and actually just aired Riley out.
Well, there's a truck with a Confederate flag on the back here.
Sure is what that is.
Tennessee. Hell yeah. That's not a Tennessee accent at all, but whatever.
Did you raise bail yet? No, we are not doing that.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to
We're not the bail fund.
We are currently raising the
travel
cost fund of us going to Dallas to make sure that Mint is okay and that someone is there when Riley gets out of jail, needs someone there to... I don't know how this works, like...
Who does?
I'm sure he's not going to want to come out of jail and it just be him and Mint sitting there like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Also, bail hasn't been set yet.
Yeah, we have no idea what bail is.
Gary always, does Mint drive? Mint does drive.
Yes, Mint has the car.
Actually, Mint's the only one who drives. Riley is too good to drive. He is one of the best drivers I know, and as a result of that, he doesn't do it unless he absolutely has to.
Yeah, Mint's done as many cross-country drives almost as we have. They've done a bunch of tours that we haven't been on.
Gary always, glad she's not in tech as her boyfriend is in jail.
Yeah, like, I mean, if she were to just... Today, just supposed to be going home. Today was supposed to be the day... Because they just finished, like, a trip all over the fucking country. You know, they just went from Kentucky all the way to Vegas.
Do you think Kayshawn knows about this?
You should probably tell him. If not, he probably doesn't. Yeah, they just went from Kentucky all the way to Vegas to see Hackmania, and then they were in Twin Falls, Idaho, like just the other day, and their plan was just to buy a little Dallas thing, say hi, you know, hand out some bunny stickers and head home. And then Riley got arrested. So now, you know, Mint's booking extra days in fucking Dallas, and we're on our way to make sure this all doesn't turn into complete shit. I mean, it's already complete shit, but I don't want the situation to devolve any further.
Man, I need to fix my mental issues and finances so I can actually travel around the United States.
You don't need to do that. You don't need to fix your mental issues or finances to do this. I actually think I fixed my mental issues through doing this. Now, granted, my finances, they could still use a lot of work. But it's not that expensive to travel depending on how you do it, you know. It depends where you're trying to go, what's your time frame, you know. Do you have a job that you have to account for? It helps if you don't.
Cosmic Blue for $5. Rant about road rage and ego tripping in general.
Road rage and ego tripping in general?
Yeah.
I think that it's sort of a natural response. Like, I think, you know, you have to be able to, like, understand when you're being, like, a danger to yourself, like, and cool your jets. Like, if you're so obsessed over, like, what's happening, like, you know, the fact somebody pissed you off on the road that you're, like, endangering yourself about it, that's foolish, you know. But, like, the initial pang of anger is, like, you know, it's warranted. It's like a fear response. You're like, what the fuck? You could have just killed me, you know. Now, if you're just, like, mad because somebody's, like, going slower than you'd like, you know, it could be really frustrating, especially if they're in the wrong lane for it, you know.
Hell, we could have road raged at that guy who door-dinged our car. But fortunately, he did it literally in the same spot where we already had a scratch.
Massive door ding, yeah. And also, I was just not worried about it. I was more worried that he was going to think it was our fault, you know, that I had backed up into his door, but he literally opened the door into the car while I was backing up. So, you know, and then just like looked dazed and confused about it, like he didn't understand what had happened. Yeah, like ego tripping, I mean, you just got to be careful not to let your ego push other people away, you know? I think it's easy to have like one ego trip that's enough to make like people who otherwise like you just no longer fuck with you at all. And we do it a lot on this stream too, people, where we'll like ego trip on somebody because they are like trying to do it to us. Like people come in and they're like, this stream's about me and my opinions now, and we're like, fuck you, you know, and just kind of murder them.
Speaking of fucking people, the quartering. I heard some loser got arrested last night at a comic book meetup for Eric July. Imagine hating his success so much that you get yourself arrested for stalking him as a troll. Haha, LOL, I got arrested to impress 4 randos online. What the fuck, Jeremy the quartering?
Jeremy, you're a faggot. Your mouth is so dick-watering, it makes me literally thirsty. I want to stuff my cock all the way in the back of your throat. I want to see those big, beautiful eyes looking up at me while you choke. I want to watch you take it in the ass and try to maintain composure and pretend you're not enjoying it because you don't want to seem gay while you're taking it in the ass. I think if you lost weight, you'd pass better than me as a woman. I think that your forehead is a cum target, just like a natural cum target. It's almost impossible to look at you without thinking about somebody nutting on you.
So real quick also.
And you look like Hippora Gabora from Ocarina of Time.
Frank Hassel did tweet in response to Dick Masterson, hashtag free Riley.
Yes.
So all of the people say, like, pretending that Frank is not on Riley's side in this. No, it's the exact type of sorry. But yeah, no, Frank Hassel is on the right side of history.
I'm just wondering, like, which 4 people is...
I mean, he was live to 200 plus people.
He was live to 200 plus people on his channel. He
2,000
on
Trashcast.
He was live to 1,000 people on Drunken Peasants. He was live to fucking 25 people on Frog Tony's show. Yeah, no, he was quite visibly, and everyone who was watching was impressed with Riley and disappointed with
and Nerderotic. All
Nerderotic
people that do not deserve your respect or money. I didn't know Nerderotic's wife looked like that. Also.
Yeah, Nerderotic fucks Ursula for some reason. I don't get it. I don't know if they're just like, I don't know. They seem really weird. They seem like really weird characters. A lot of fans at that convention in the Kendrick Lamar sense of the word, you know? Or I should say the Drake sense of the word. Like, you a fan type fans at that place.
Moo! They were under the power line over there. People are debating if you're allowed to say the S slur or not.
What do you mean by debating if I'm allowed to?
I don't know, man. Or not you personally, just like generally.
If anyone's allowed to say the S.
Echo Chamber Show for $3. Toll money. Please talk more on vagabond lifestyle. It's our favorite lifestyle to live.
Yeah, we're trying to get back into that as quickly as possible. Because the last 5 months living with my parents has been just kind of a fucking slog. I mean, the way I grew up, what the fuck is this guy? It's a guy like pumping his fist out the window for some reason. I don't know if he's just rocking out or what. I think he's just rocking out. I don't know what that's
Tennessee.
about.
If only he was rocking out with his cock out.
Yeah, like, so, as I understand it, in the first 3 years of my life, I lived in 7 different houses, all of them in Southern California, in various cities. My parents toured with Lollapalooza 2 years in a row, 94 and 95, with me and my baby brother Victor at the time.
At one point,
3.
you were babysat by Green Day.
It's true. Green Day tried
Do
to...
you think Green Day remembers you?
Maybe. If I told Trey Cool, do you remember trying to teach a little kid to skip rocks on Lollapalooza 95 or whatever? I think possibly yes. I don't know about the other two. But Trey is the only one who I distinctly remember having communicated with, you know, because he tried to teach us how to skip rocks.
Trey Cool, the drummer?
Yeah.
Okay.
He had the big green Liberty spikes at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, we finally ended up in Virginia, which is where my mom is from, because I was born, like I said, California, so I traveled to Southern California all as a baby. But I grew up mostly in Virginia Beach, but we moved all the time because our financial situation kept... Are we there? I think we are live again. There's only 12 people still on. We got cut in fourth by the lack of internet there for a second.
2-hour parking, no soliciting.
Well, I don't know if whoever made that super chat is still here about the vagrant lifestyle. Let's see. Who was it? Echo Chamber Show, if you're still there. Thank you. But yeah, like when I was in Virginia, even though I grew up mostly in Virginia Beach, like specifically that city, nonetheless, we kept moving. You know, I lived in Newport News, in Richmond, Chesterfield, a very brief stint in Pensacola, Florida. So like I was just used to that's great. I was just used to a lifestyle of moving around a lot. And like
The Ripoff Verse puppet guy is now aware of the Riley situation. Hopefully we'll see a puppet show arrest soon. I fucking hope so.
Oh yeah, Ripoff Verse is the one who has the web page you can go to that actually explains the entire drama in order. If anybody needs the whole Eric July story, look up the Ripoff Verse. It might even just be like ripoffverse.com. I'm not sure. But Dickington Post, if you know that web page, please let me know what it's called. But yeah, when I was growing up, we moved a lot, but I was never like an outdoorsy kid. I was very afraid, so I spent all my time inside. So like the idea of like changing where you live completely is normal to me, but the actual like traveling myself, like doing the legwork of going places, was not normal to me. If you watch my quarter centennial progress report that I made 8 years ago when I was 25, like my biggest thing I wanted to change about myself was that I was like afraid of driving for more than like an hour at a time, because I was really afraid I would just like dissociate and, you know, die. And the first few super long drives I did, I had to be like blasting music and singing along to it at the top of my lungs pretty much the whole time to like feel safe. But after doing it a number of times, like something breaks in your mind and you start thinking about it differently. Like just the experience feels different. And it could take a while to get into that groove. Like when we're leaving Hampton Roads, it's usually there's the stretch from Williamsburg to Richmond where there's just nothing for like an hour and you can drive 70. And somewhere in that stretch, you just forget that like this is like a task. It just becomes what your life is now, is that you are driving. You know, like this is now my life, I drive. So like when you get into that mindset, then it basically, you stop looking at it in terms of the destinations and like, okay, we're going to this place and that's going to take 10 hours and then we're going to come back or whatever. You start thinking about it in like a map of like, okay, we can spend 2 hours this day getting here and then we could spend 7 hours the next day getting here. But then if we, you know, once we're there, we'll want to be there for 2 nights, and just like, you know, really basing your plan on
I gotta use the restroom.
whatever
Can you take
matters,
this off my
like
leg?
makes sense in that moment, as opposed to like.
Use the keys just in case you need.
That's Johnny Rocket. Oh, okay. On Substack, he needs a goddamn domain. So Johnny Rocket on Substack's the one who made the... Man, I've been attributing that to Ripoff Verse all day. Whoops. Johnny Rocket made the page, I guess, where it's got the whole history of the show. The lifestyle is always interesting to me. I grew up in one place forever, and now I'm in my 20s. I've moved hundreds of miles every year. Any planning stuff is super useful. Yeah. The way that we tend to travel, like for instance, we had no intentions of going to Texas whatsoever anytime soon. We saw Riley get arrested and we're like, fuck, we need to be in Dallas. Now, Bird and I both know just from experience, because we've done this drive before, like, you know, how long apart all of the rest areas are, you know, what states have what types of rest areas, what, you know, fast food places exist all along this trail, what, you know, are the best gas stations. Like, we know all that stuff already. So this isn't like a scary trip into the unknown. It's like, you know, have a pretty good sense of exactly how this is going to go, which is why we were able to just pack up and go quickly. But we did pack like everything, you know, on the anticipation of we might end up camping. We're definitely going to end up cooking, you know, we might end up, you know, all kinds of stuff. So we just brought as much as we could possibly need. But it's pretty versatile where, like, if, say, we had, you know, decided that, like, let's say this wasn't as much of a rush. If for some reason we had time to spend a night somewhere, what we probably would have done was figure out where can we get to before sundown. You know, like today, we would have said, all right, we're going to drive until we get to, let's say, probably, what's next at the Tennessee would probably be like Alabama or something. So like if we were to say, all right, once we get to Alabama and it's sundown, let's look for a campsite that just happens to be in the place that we will be at that time, you know? So we'll look and maybe we find a campground that's like just shy of that amount of time, you know, like, this one is 6 hours away. In 6 hours, we'll be getting there right at sundown, you know, and we'll have time to make the tent and sleep here. And then in the morning, check out whatever's there, you know, before we leave. That's the kind of stuff we would normally do if we weren't on a time crunch. But it usually is just a matter of like, okay, well, we've got a week to be here. What is between us and there if we didn't want to make it straight beeline, you know? Let's say it takes 2 days to get where we're trying to go and we have a week to get there. That means you get to plot a course of like campsite to campsite. What are you going to do, you know, based on just the route you happen to be on. So again, like we very rarely have set out with like, we're going to go across country just to visit this park because we want to visit that park. It's usually like something is happening. There's an event and we figure out what is between here and there. Like with C2E2. You know, we had like 4 days to get to C2E2 or something like that. So we camped in, you know, West Virginia. We camped in Indiana. We camped on the way back in Ohio, you know, like just made our sweet time. But it ain't going to be like that today. What's up, Trixie? I just came from Twitter. Like Riley the Vizier? Yes, Riley the Vizier. ASE presents Riley, the young CLIPPA, the CLIPPAverse. If you go to the CLIPPAverse channel, watch their latest VOD, last like 20 minutes or so, you will see the arrest happen. It was all live. None of us really understands why the arrest happened yet. Riley was just kind of standing outside of a place Eric July was inside of, and I guess even after the police told Riley that he wasn't doing anything illegal, somehow the police were then convinced to arrest him, and they did. And Mint was left alone. They didn't do anything with her. So we're going down to make sure she's okay, figure out what we can do with Riley, what we can do to help, if anything, you know, figure out when he's getting out and all that, if he's getting out soon, if there's an easy bail. For context, who's Eric July? That you're going to have to look at the Johnny Rocket thing that was Johnny Rocket's. Just look up Johnny Rocket, Eric July, and there should be a web page that goes through the whole history of the drama. But he's just a piece of shit in general. Talking about who is Eric July. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom now.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh. Golden Witch Fire on Venmo and Cash App if you want to help fund this trip through more direct means that we can collect the money immediately. Super Chat, that money will not show up until the 22nd of next month. So I greatly appreciate anybody who sends Cash App, Venmo, or Zelle. All right.
Bird cam. My fucking shoulders are killing me. Link your Cash App. She just said it. Golden Witch Fire is the Cash App to donate to. Hashtag Golden Witch Fire. What up, Bird? My shoulders hurt. That's pretty much it right now. Enjoying beautiful Tennessee. He turned the car off and left me in a 80-degree car. Oops. Eric July, the Icing Guy. Yes, sir. Snob is subscribed to the quartering. Well, that tracks. Those are both two massive dick suckers. I don't know. I feel like this whole snob beef has gone to the wayside. There's so much more interesting happening than that anime snob. It's okay to leave a bird in a hot car. Apparently, according to Trixie. I don't know. I wouldn't do it. Did she leave me the keys? Oh, she did leave me the keys. I don't know why she turned the car off then. Hang on, let me get it back. There we go. Air conditioning. Fun fact, my great-grandmother made this shirt. I've worn it a lot. It needs a little bit of a touch-up here in this pocket, but it is one of my favorite shirts. The VOD isn't up on the ASE channel. Oh, interesting. Waffle House Cup, what did you get from the Waffle House? I got a bunch of sausage patties, hash browns, and eggs. And Beatrice got the grilled chicken sandwich, which she will always swear is the best grilled chicken sandwich you can get anywhere. I'm inclined to agree. I tried it for the first time. I took a bite of hers while we were at the Waffle House. It was delightful, truly wonderful. That shirt is dope, thank you. I can't check if the VOD is up right now because Trixie has her phone and we're streaming off of mine, so, you know, there's that. Say hello to Blahaj, stream. We keep our obligatory Blahaj here. So I feel like I just heard a police siren. Who knows? I guess it's a highway. It's good, but the chicken melt in hash browns is way more fire. That sounds wonderful. Ellen Harai, great shirt. Definitely a pride item too. I agree with you there. I can't say exactly how my great-grandma would feel about pride. I don't really know. Never got to ask her about it, but I am sure she was proud of me. What is the Sharky's name? Blahaj. It's Blahaj. It's the IKEA trans shark. Blahaj, 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 Blahaj. Wait. Blahaj. Blahaj. You left me in a hot car. I had to turn the air conditioning back on.
Oh, I didn't realize it was not on.
You turned the car off.
Oops. Sorry about that.
How you doing?
Oh, here we go. Jabby.substack.com.
Oh, Krimgle's watching that. Rock and roll.
Yeah. So you want to go to jabii.substack.com, and that's where you'll find the biggest feud in the universe, the Eric July feud timeline. That will have all of the information. You can read it in like 15 minutes. I retweeted it if you need to find it. Oh boy.
You okay?
Yeah, I was just reading stuff on Twitter and then like dissociated for a second. Remembered I was alive still and about to drive more.
Do you ever get heat for painting your nails? I think it's cool, but in the South, I'm surprised you haven't heard anything from the local morons. I don't. It's 2024. I don't know.
I also just painted them like yesterday, so
Yeah.
give it time.
We agree that Virginia is kind of crazy. Absolutely. It do be that.
Virginia's a very strange place. That's definitely true. It's not quite like any other state. And it's also not quite like itself in any different part of it. It's not quite California level of like totally different in different parts, but it's similar. Ugh.
Do. It may be 2024, but my grandpa thinks Musk equals woke.
That's hilarious.
Pretty funny.
That transphobic motherfucker.
Oh yeah, you were in the bathroom. Snob is subscribed to the quartering.
Why am I not shocked at all?
The worst I've ever heard since living in the South is ha, F-slur, and then everyone around just looked at the prick until they left. It's 2024 is right.
Do you think Snob realizes that following the quartering makes him gay? Because the only reason to follow the quartering is to stare into his beautiful blue eyes and listen to him say nothing in like a dulcet tone. It's just gay porn. I have not seen any other purpose. If someone can explain to me another purpose for the Jeremy the Quartering other than to be gay porn for closet homos, please explain, because I have yet to understand.
Explain, how does that anime snob fit into this saga?
Not into this saga, he doesn't, but other than that, he follows the Quartering, who I've been shitting on every day. And also I'm at war with that anime snob. Yeah, the money competition you know about. This fucking whole grain bread is giving me life right now.
If the quartering started at OnlyFans, I'd be right there pirating every upload.
Rubbing mayonnaise all over his man tits. I can't think of anything else he'd be doing, just that.
Ugh.
Ever think persons in porn are upset for being exploited? It all depends on the person. Mint Salad is not. Mint Salad really likes doing porn. So if you didn't know that Mint Salad does porn, autisticboobs.com's got all of her links, but she is the most prolific pornographer I've ever heard of. I don't know, this is crazy. Once more, O'Reilly has given the entire internet proof that they are not going to be able to pretend he doesn't exist. Which people love to do. People love to pretend Riley does not exist. But man, he sure is good at proving his existence over and over again.
The Unusual Suspects, you're being weird.
Got timed out. You have that vape?
Not here, I don't.
You could take it somewhere. Wait. You have the nicotine vape? Let's see. When I said the vape, there's no reason to think I didn't mean that.
I know you. I have some reason.
Yeah, but they don't know that.
Riley has a persistence that shocks me constantly. How does he keep up the energy constantly? It's a great question. A lot of Dr. Pepper.
comes and goes in waves. He gets like superpowers. It's got the same thing Kanye West has.
Any mosquitoes over there? Yeah. I mean, I haven't been bit today, but I definitely got bit yesterday.
It was really bad at the Newport News campground. The last place we camped was bug hell. Well, bug heaven, I guess, but us hell.
Person hell. Bug heaven.
Yeah. Let in that baby food. Alright, let's go. Oh, the guy next to me is pulling out. Shit.
It's miserable here in northern Florida, but I can't smoke inside. So L. That is unfortunate.
Alright, y'all. If the connection gets spotty again, it's because we're driving fast through the middle of nowhere, Tennessee.
Texas weather is nice this time of year. No, it's not.
Texas weather's never nice. I don't believe there's a time of year when Texas is beautiful. I'll be hopeful, but I mean, it's been hot and humid and shit in fucking Virginia, so. Rooftop, Bronson, whipping, hoopties, trying to boost, rock, crying. Bomb it up, sub, rockin' dog, knocking, teeth loose, bro.
Where are you going? I just came to the stream. We are heading to Dallas, Texas to save young CLIPPA.
Yeah, expect things to get choppy in a couple seconds, but.
Choppy, choppy, choppy.
Bro, we know you niggas ain't about shit. I'm around with gun up down.
Hey, it's a cop.
Outfits,
He going.
Outfits, weapons concealed, ready to kill. So tested all weapons.
If y'all get to Texas and don't see the entire population dressed like cowboys, I'll be so disappointed. Unfortunately, we've been to Texas, and there's not a lot of people dressed like cowboys.
They don't really do that a whole lot. Now, if you go to San Antonio, you'll see a lot of women dressed as fat women.
Well, San Antonio, they got fat bitches too.
Yeah. That's what it's saying. So just. Would the sun roof is now forward and walking down Afro. What's on my head told me what if they test you. It's raging on the sea.
You are now entering the buffer zone. I live in West Texas and I see cowboy hats almost every day. Well,
West Texas must be a little bit different. What does that mean? Just El Paso? Like, that's the only big city out there, right?
Amarillo might count.
That's North Texas.
I mean, I guess. Fair enough.
I know who I think this song is about right now. Live and uncut. Styles of regular shadow. You wanna get done? Shoot. Bow. How you like me now? Don't fuck the style. Just wow. Do you wanna get your teeth knocked the fuck out? Wanna get on the way? Well then shout. So your face up, your face up. Hit me with the rage at the damage. My plan, understand if you leave. Ready to show myself. The head of the shoulders are better. And I'm competitor. You be competitor. Whatever. I think we can. Say you wanna nigga who tried to run game on a nigga. Wow, but you took a he act so thick and fat. And yo, Ray came going and blew off your headphones. Black rock from yo, Cali to Texas. Smoother than a Lexus. That's my turn to practice. Brothers approaching half step, but ain't heard half of it yet. And I bet you're not a fucking vet. So when you see me on the real, forming like
my phone's just struggling. If I close the YouTube app and open it back up, will it end the stream?
No, we'll ask you if
I don't. You good? If you move to another country in South America or Europe, which one would you choose? I don't know. I don't think I'd want to do that.
probably not. I guess Brazil, because we know people there.
Riley and friends, free CLIPPA, free CLIPPA. So the name for Isom comes from a Confederate soldier. It's my understanding it comes from Eric July's grandfather, like great-great-grandfather or something. I don't know that many grades. I think that
was a Confederate soldier.
That was a lot of grades. Move to Brazil and start a pickpocket business. I think I'm good.
Yeah, no thank you.
I woke up Sunday to a bloodshot sky. Robot overlords go step by. Should've listened when we had the juice to try and build a science guy. Told us that the end is nigh. Lately it's been getting harder to survive since the hive started to ban American refugees from being a damn part of the People's Republic of Antarctica. A bum begged me for a Billy Gabarro. Babbling some shit about there's still a tomorrow. We said the legend has it. There's still a ball hard curl and a sparrow at the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. I'm so desperate. Set out from the deserts out in Portland until my thirsty horse collapsed in the scorched sand. I promised to myself, heart and soul, I'll crawl across this dead world where those garlic rolls. Yo, I can't let go of the dead horse. Stop crying, need a ride, hop in my red Porsche. Need something, homie, you look bony and frail. Now why the hell would you take the Oregon Trail? Remember back in grade school, that stupid computer game? You should've known better, now there's no one but you to blame. Dying of dysentery, don't climb to the enemy. I'ma take you underground where the high resistance be. Apparently a colony of people are out there. A garden full of veggies, even garlic they sprout there. Leader general people who be running shit down there. Found a way to end the drought, bring out the swimwear. As soon as we pulled up, we heard drilling noises. Children started dancing, even grown folk joined in like a hydrant in the Bronx. Water shot up in the air, but was more than an inside of solar flares. Ain't that a bitch? Nobody believed until the first wave hit. The ground started shaking and the sky went red. Oh, goddamn, another one down. Colonies of people living under the ground.
How you doing?
It's the clowns' resistance. They fight for
I think I got some knots in my forearm muscles.
How's the drive been so far? Long. Keeps going.
Yeah, it's a long one. Well, we've gotten past the most boring part, which is just crossing Virginia again.
Gas is $2.81. That's fucking 50 cents cheaper than where we came from.
Should only get cheaper as we go south. Best thing about Texas, the gas stations.
Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's. I forgot.
Yeah, we're almost in Buc-ee's territory already. We're absolutely going to take the stream to the first Buc-ee's we find.
You guys live near Riley and Mint. We used to live with them, but
We're
no.
close to where they live right now, relatively. Yeah. We're like an hour away from Corbin, which is where a lot of our stuff is. We don't currently live there.
We are currently heading to Dallas, Texas. Where
I guess we still legally live there.
Yeah, we do. We're heading to Dallas, Texas, where Riley and Mint are. Riley is currently in some jail somewhere, and Mint is in some other place that isn't jail.
If they just let Riley out before we even get there.
Be insane. I'd be really annoyed. It'd be very inconvenient for me personally.
Yeah. I mean, we'd be able to make it back in time, right?
Yeah,
if
yeah.
we got a call that's like, hey, I'm out, we'd just be like, all right, we're turning around.
Glad to hear Mint is not in the jail place. Yep. We are too.
As far as we know, asleep in a bed.
Riley has got to be sleeping like a baby in jail, knowing that he's going to come out a pariah/hero. I don't know that you can sleep like a baby in jail.
Yeah, I don't know if that's the thing, but...
Although it would be very Riley to just sleep through being in jail.
I would bet that he's entirely thinking about his present situation and probably less about what comes next.
Yeah.
Seems like a situation that would require a lot of concentration. Or lack thereof, I'm not sure.
I don't know, he's got the mental fortitude for it.
He does have that.
I think Eric July actually got a restraining order for Riley. I know he talked about doing it, but
Yeah, I never heard anything about that happening. Maybe a totally different case, but we have not heard anything else.
Cosmic Blue for $5. Do you think the donation system would work for anime studios? What changes to the bureaucracy could make it a viable option?
Problem is that with that all of the anime is always produced by a production committee, and so it's not usually the studio's like property really, and so like it complicates matters if they take money directly from the audience that doesn't get split. Like basically all profit from an anime is split among all of the owners, and that usually includes like a record company, usually includes just all kinds of asset holders who who go in on funding the thing with the expectations of just getting returns in one field or another.
Mint Salad is awake and back in the chat.
Hey, welcome back, Mint.
Mint said as Riley did not get a restraining order because he would have been served.
Right, exactly. So yeah, no. Nothing like that going on.
Trixie, do you feel like you can make an anime like how Isom was made? Through crowdfunding, I assume.
Not unless I was like rich
or had an obscene amount of money from Glenn Beck.
Yeah, Eric July has a very well astroturfed career. Like, he basically is the token black guy of right-wing conservative grift 2. So, like, all these guys who pretend to care about right-wing politics and just spew anti-woke rhetoric day in and day out, he is their resident black man, the guy who is willing to play ball. And, he's got no other perceivable value. I cannot figure out what he offers to anybody at all other than being the one black guy who's willing to be anti-woke for the pittance that they're giving him, that he's not even like paying himself. He's just like letting money flow through him into projects basically that he doesn't get to touch. So he's basically a broke guy managing a massive company by way of a bigger company, but I shouldn't say a massive company. He's managing a regular-sized company owned by a bigger company. His company just makes shitty products, and so it really raises the question of, like, how could this be tenable long-term when, like, you just don't make good things? I guess the answer to that is creating cult-like events and weird little gatherings in Texas, which in fairness I would love to do. Something like what Eric July did, that little meetup soiree. Aside from the fact that it was like basically just a merch stand, meeting your fans and stuff is cool. They weren't like doing a show or anything though. It was literally just like a sales meet and greet. Like, come to this place and buy more of my crap that you already own a ton of. But you're buying it from me. I don't know. Literally a bunch of fat, white, old dudes. That's pretty much all we saw there in this meetup. Did I satisfyingly answer that question? I don't remember what the question was.
Yeah, I think you did. He can't be that broke if people are paying to attend a meetup. The meetup was free.
Yeah, well, and again, Eric does not pay himself.
Never has.
He is part of a larger corporation, so that means that the money doesn't collect into his pockets. It collects into the company's, it collects into the company's profits, which then all get spent on new ventures for the company. So he's been operating at a personal loss in order to launch this thing that he thinks is going to be a big deal. But if he can't pass the first few years and it doesn't continually grow, there's no way to recoup that loss. So he needs it to continue to grow, and it just, all the product sucks. So why would it grow? Why would it do anything but shrink? That's the question being posited by everybody who's looking at him and going, like, what's the game plan here? More badly written comics?
Not just badly written, badly drawn too.
That too. Drawn is a strong word for ISO. 3D asset. fish hatchery on that road.
Sounds right.
Young money fatigue. At least the overcast sky is keeping it from being like brighter than shit.
Yeah. Where are y'all at right now? Mint, we are in Tennessee. We're still like 12 hours away, I think.
You're closer to 13, but yeah.
Well, la-di-da. Yeah, 13. My bad.
We're getting close to Knoxville. We're like less than an hour from Knoxville. Ready for
Hoodie Cat, you're dangerously close to concern trolling, and no shit. I don't know why you keep saying things like what you're saying. Be careful.
all the ISIS fit in this chat. I'm thinking it's probably going to be 8 in the morning by the time we actually get there. That's my prediction.
I'm hoping sooner than that.
I hope sooner than that too. That's my prediction.
I'm not trolling at all. You're concern trolling, which is different. I'm just being realistic. No, you're not. Riley didn't do anything wrong, so you're not being realistic. I don't know what you think happened, what universe you're living in, but you're not living in this one. That's a fucking cool RV. Huge. Gary Always, $2. Fair Lip, today's your day, feat Charlie 2NA. I guess we're doing song requests now.
Woo! It's $1 a minute for whatever songs you want us to listen to, y'all. I know Gary knows the rules.
Oh, Fat Lip. I read that wrong.
This goes.
Oh shit, my bad. Restarting.
Huh.
Gary Always, $3. I'm sure there's got to be something attached to that.
going under Cumberland Gap.
Woohoo! We just passed the exit for the tunnel that goes near Corbin. We are not going to Eric July's free meetup. That was last night. We are going to Dallas, so that Mint Salad is not alone. I think Gary always sending that $3 was to make up for the rest of the minutes of this song. You didn't have any messages on Facebook Messenger, by the way. It had just been a bunch of stuff from your mom that I assume was answered when she called you.
Yeah. I was just making sure Mint wasn't trying to get to me on Messenger. It sounds like she was in the chat again. So. Uh-oh, 22 miles till Buc-ee's.
Fuck yeah! Buc-ee's! Oh god, can we even stop at Buc-ee's?
Well, we can get gas there.
You're right, we can get gas there. 28 minutes.
It's just naturally in the course, right?
Yeah. They announced a new Doom game. Doom.
Okay. Dope.
Yeah, Doom of the Dark Ages, launching 2025. Xbox, PlayStation, PC.
Sounds dope. I like Doom. Still haven't played Doom Eternal though.
It's fine. Not again.
Like hip hop with a touch of garage rock. I think it was a little longer than it maybe needed to be, but it's a vibe. If you weren't like fully paying attention to it, definitely like a smoking in a garage type of a song. Kind of song that makes me want to take a huge bong rip and lay back. I dig it. I think we're coming up on a rest area. Mile or so. It's been a while since we last stopped, right?
I mean, for like 30 minutes. Do you need to use the bathroom?
Not really. I kind of want to eat a snack, though.
Just 25 minutes to Buc-ee's.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We're going to Buc-ee's. Yeah, okay, fuck that. We're going straight to Buc-ee's. I'm not trying to buy any of their expensive fast food.
But they have really cheap snacks.
We have cheap snacks. I don't even mind just stopping there eating my own snacks, but...
Yeah, there's that, too.
Oh, right. Gary always just paying for the rest of that song, right? There wasn't another song. Oh, can you also check in my Cash App or Venmo and make sure those haven't been sent any random monies? I think you would get a notification about it, but sometimes I don't. I don't understand why.
Mint said, remember to thank Buc-ee's for the snacks.
Will We will.
Does not appear any cash apps.
Golden Witch Fire on Cash App and Venmo if you want to send money that we can use immediately.
It's not a cock and balls, it's Bucky. I don't know what. Oh, Bussy? Is that the. I think that's what was going on there. Actually, I know what time it is.
Oh, yeah. What time is it?
Oh, Nathan Aguiar for $5. Rant about meme rappers like Yuno, Miles, or Master Oogway, the Kung Fu Panda I am the hype guy.
I have no idea who you're talking about.
Well, rant about meme rappers then.
Well, I don't know how much, like, meaningful difference I think there is between being like a meme rapper and a legitimate rapper. I think as a rapper your goal is kind of to become a living meme. You know, personally I consider myself a cringecore rapper and I am a living meme, but I've never really become a rap meme. So I don't think it's fair to call me a meme rapper, maybe a wannabe meme rapper, which is especially sad. But you know, like, I guess there's some rappers who are just like straight up going for making memes. But again, I don't think that's that different from, like, I don't know. Like, I guess if it's tinged with comedy, it's considered a meme. Or if it's tinged with like cringe or fail, like I think of Viper when I think of meme rap. The guy who made Yule Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack. And it's not that he's like making deliberate meme rap per se. He kind of is. But it's more like his approach to trying to make something popular just feels like a meme. Like, it feels like he's trying to make a meme. And I don't think he is. I think he's just making music that he likes, you know. But it can't help but coming off like a total meme, you know. I guess I'm fascinated with that type of meme rapper, you know, like. There's also lots of rappers who, like, I don't know, whether they themselves are a living meme, just like have memes, you know, like they have songs or things. I think of like Mo Bamba, you know, I got O's calling, like that was a meme. Big Shaq, I mean that's the ultimate meme rap, right?
I would think so.
Like Big Shaq, the thing goes pop 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 pop, skitty pop pop, and a boom 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 skia, tu tu cuckoo tu tu boom boom. You don't know, like. That song is just built to be a meme and was a successful meme and became absolutely massive because of it. But it's also brilliant. Like, it's so layered, it's so well done. It's like, I mean, it's like a Ylvis song of a rap song, you know, like or a Weird Al Yankovic song. Is Weird Al Yankovic a meme rapper? Like, it's white and nerdy and meme rap? I don't know. I don't have the answer to these questions. I guess that's my opinion on meme rap, but I don't know that guy you specifically mentioned.
I think John, excuse me. I think John has told me about Master Oogway before, but I don't know that I've ever actually listened to him.
Is this that?
No, this is Bird Songs.
Oh, it's big time. This is a song I'm afraid could get us to completely block just because I know it's like a major, really major label.
I think you mean Bussies. 20 minutes. I was surprised to wake up at 11 and see y'all hadn't made it through Tennessee. Are the speed limits in Virginia just fucked? No, we've just been stopping.
Virginia takes 7.5 hours to cross.
Yeah, there's that too.
It's in order to cross Virginia, you have to go all the way up halfway and then all the way back down the long way.
Buc-ee's is as busy as it gets.
Well, we're just going there to get gas and eat in their parking lot, maybe use the bathroom.
We were watching the part which would be skipped in a movie about this situation.
Yeah.
Not untrue. It's more fun to have you guys here than it is to just exist and be in a car.
It's impressive how much of this we can do live.
Yeah, I know.
I thought it would be a lot more frequently interrupted, but
I think Texas is where we're really gonna.
Yeah.
To Arkansas too.
yeah.
Buc-ee's is always busy. The one close to me in Florida is always insane. Yeah, I mean,
Unless you go in the middle of the night,
yeah.
we've had to do a lot. The first 5 times we went to Buc-ee's,
It was the
always,
middle of the night. We never got to try their brisket.
Yeah, it's like at 1 a.m. Here, just thrones.
That means toilets.
And it's a nerd ramp.
How much is a brisket at Buc-ee's? Far too much.
It's like $8.50 or some shit. It's quite a lot. It's good, but it is.
Oh, can we
not
please buy some
$8.50
Buc-ee's hot sauce?
Their hot sauce is fucking awesome.
It's cheap too.
Relatively.
I-40 west of Little Rock usually has good signal. Can't speak for the rest of it. I'm pretty sure most of the rest of it has ass signal, but we'll find out when we get there. Man, that is a loaded fucking car.
Definitely a gym to hear the song. Just a little bit late. Just a little bit late. Just a little bit late. Rush. The song is fucking good. Oh shit, it's Billy the Fridge.
Whether it's love or war, I go for the throat. Toe to toe, blow for blow. You don't want that joke. If I go for broke, I make sure that shit's broken. Kool-Aid through the walls, then leave that bitch open. You can follow my lead and pass right through. Bad times don't last, but bad guys do. Y'all preaching to the choir, I'm dancing with the devil. If she's in another castle, then I'm on another level. In the Garden of Eden, beg your pardon, we eating deep in the heart of me greedy. I'm hardened and feeding, you starving and bleeding. Hit you with the bone crusher, keep on bumping them gums, then we gon' damn neck. My resume a ransom, no write that damn check. Big chillin', monkey chillin'. Go with the banana pillin'. Ape shit, your man's illin'. Evolution of a mad villain. Big chillin', monkey chillin'. Go with the banana pillin'. Ape shit, your man's illin'. Evolution of a mad villain. I don't climb mountains, I'm mountains. Nickelodeon slime fountains. Agri crack, no need to brag. Get the bag and then I'm bouncing. Pour it out, 40 ounce. Big beef Billy with a porterhouse. Eat you out your house at home. Pick up the phone and order out. In a Cadillac with a Cadillac, so a box cutter and a Prius. The only thing I'll say you now is a love letter to Jesus. I make dad rap for the fatherless. I'm that Captain Marvelous. If you don't like it, bite it at the last dab and gargle it. I said, listen, mister, this the way that it goes. You couldn't walk it in my shoes, you just stepping on toes. You talk a lot of shit, just know everyone knows. We might walk the same line, but only one of us close. Like that Dr. Dre, chronic sipping Hennessy raw. Get these knuckles, no Sonic, say a gin and say qua. I'm just being honest, fuck whatever you saw. Or it's come about your pocket, I'ma make a withdrawal. Big chillin', monkey chillin'. Go with a banana pillin'. Ape shit, your man's illin'. Evolution of a mad villain. Big chillin', monkey chillin'. Go with a banana pillin'. Ape shit, your man's illin'. Evolution of a mad
Next exit.
Woo!
happy to punch you in the
Perfect timing too, because I'm starting to get hazy. Hey, it's Bucky Sevierville.
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 Mother's Basement did a whole thing on cults making anime. I don't know other cults, but I am certain that Om Shinrikyo made anime.
There's that one, there's like, they have like 10
Left on red,
movies.
arrow after stop.
Oh, I see. Yeah, there's like this one Japanese cult that's made like a shitload of anime movies. They make one like every couple of years.
Damn.
Since the 80s. I know he's got a video.
It's a fucking confusing. Welcome, Buckaroo.
This just from being close to Knoxville, relatively, or what?
I think it's because it's Buc-ee's.
This can't all be because of Buc-ee's. Why are there so many lanes in the first place? Like,
Buc-ee's.
it's such a wild choke point. Well, this is regrettable.
Yeah. I wish we hadn't done this.
Yeah. Blinded by the light of Buc-ee's. I didn't realize they would be fucking... As busy as possible is a different definition than what I realized. Like, oh, I've been to Buc-ee's when it's really busy. I've been to a popping off Buc-ee's. This is another level. They have like 120 pumps and there's still a massive line of cars going all the way down like a mountain from the place. It's like built up on a hill and the fucking driveway spirals up a mountain. And that whole driveway is covered in cars. And even now, the sea of cars on both sides of this intersection is mind-blowing. And I guess I got a U-turn to get out of here. Just go back the way we came.
Can you? It's you can't U-turn.
Oh, what the hell is Google telling me to do?
It's not. It's still loading. Sorry, I'm annoyed at it. You could turn into this Days Inn if there's a. I don't know.
I'll do
You'll
that.
figure something out.
I can see that there is probably a spot up there.
What do you mean up there? No. How are you going to get out of where we are right now? Don't do that. That's the Virginia driver in you talking.
Boy, there's a fucking cop coming up the other side too.
It sure is. No, I think he's just trying to
get through.
Man, people aren't even pulling over for the police officer. That's insane.
Oh yeah, they're not even letting that guy over. I think he is pulling that dude over.
Oh, I guess so.
He is pulling the guy over.
Well, rip that guy.
Yep.
Can you turn your turn signal on, please? Man, Sevierville, you're not a place I'll be coming back to.
No, fuck this little fucking town to shit. This place sucks ass.
Source for the songs you're listening to. I don't know.
Which, I mean, you have to ask
We've
each
listened
song
to a lot of
individually,
songs.
yeah. The last two were Billy the Fridge songs. So if you liked that Big Chillin', Monkey Chillin', that's Evolution by Billy the Fridge from his new album, God Complex. Swear to God, I'm a god, got a God complex.
Just try to turn left somewhere. It doesn't look like that's an option. Maybe just drive to Buc-ee's, I guess. Fuck. Yeah, there's not really like a way to do this.
There's a traffic circle up ahead.
Okay. Buc-ee's in roundabouts, man.
Yeah. I guess it's a necessity.
Look at the sea of cars.
I can't understand how this many cars could be leaving Buc-ee's. I guess there must be more than just Buc-ee's up here.
I mean, all I see is Buc-ee's.
It is called Buc-ee's Boulevard.
Jesus fuck, man. There's such a huge fucking line.
There's a line to get out of Buc-ee's over there.
Oh my god, gas is $2.31? Holy shit. That's pretty good.
Yep. Too bad we're not buying it here. Do you know what that fucking dude is?
You got it, you're good. Am I blocking your mirror?
I don't know. I think I was just distracted by the phone looking like a mirror.
$2.40. That's where we're going. Maybe someday I'll have service again. Oh, you want a piece of bread?
Yes, please. Thank you. I'm glad you solved that problem. You've solved the mystery for me. What do I crave to eat at this moment? Ah, this town sucks.
Yep.
Gas in Massachusetts around $3.50. That's actually not as bad as I would have thought. Massachusetts, New York, LA. I mean, there's parts in California where it's like $7.50. We passed by places that are just unfucking fathomable, particularly out in like the middle of nowhere.
I can't believe how bad the service is here.
I think it's because there's so fucking many cars.
I don't think that's how that works.
Well, like, if enough people are all using nav at once.
Knoxville. To Bass Pro Drive. No thanks. Yeah, this is where we want to be.
I guess there's a Bass Pro Drive even in this fucking random ass little town. Like the pyramid is also on a Bass Pro Drive.
I think you're good as long as you stay in this lane.
I think so. hate Sevier.
God, man, Sevierville. Just get your shit together.
Also, Nissan Murano was trying to finish a fucking text and drive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that was a solid waste of like 8 minutes.
Yep. I don't know. It doesn't say we're not.
There's hitchhikers out here.
Is that what's happening?
Old dude had his thumb out.
Damn.
This would be where that would be, wouldn't it? A town where there's fucking 8 billion motors passing through one little tiny speck of land. Can you play the song Ode to the Sun?
No.
Right.
Service.
Well, once you can. Is it even going to be worth trying the next Buc-ee's, or do you think that should be just
When's the next Buc-ee's?
the billboard for it?
Oh.
It's like 70 miles or something.
I don't know. Maybe.
Bucked out.
I really want some of that hot sauce.
I mean, there's going to be Buc-ee's late tonight. Like, we're
Yeah.
going to be driving to the middle of the night, so we're definitely going to be stopping at Buc-ee's and Tessa's. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I don't actually know if we are live right now. I hope so. But
Y'all, let us know if you can hear. 18 of y'all. Somebody can speak up. Let us know what's going on. We're real.
oh, we're live. Okay.
Yeah. Can I get another slice of bread?
2 slices of bread? I'm gonna get fat.
Could drive for Walmart. Got the number 4.
We got 12 hours and 18 minutes.
Moondog here. Think you're gonna be up to the drive soon?
Oh, I don't know. Riley was transferred to Denton County.
Well, where the hell is Denton County? Is that where we need to be going?
I don't know.
I mean, I don't know. I guess we have to figure out how far that is from our destination.
Looks like Denton is north between Dallas and Fort Worth. Well,
So it'll be closer than the destination, right?
kinda, sorta. I don't know, it's like 7 minutes closer.
So it's not far.
No.
And it takes you like
Weird place to put him.
Well, they certainly wouldn't have bothered transferring him if they weren't holding him overnight, right?
I mean, they already held him overnight. Do you mean again?
Again, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Motherfuckers.
would be.
Unimaginably fucking pissed off is where I would be at right about now.
I don't know. If you're not unimaginably, like, if you're at all aware of this situation and not unimaginably pissed off at Eric July and the police officers, you're wrong. Eric July is also trying to pretend that he didn't know Riley was there, and it's like, dude, I saw you look at the camera multiple times.
Yeah. I mean, but for the completely transparent pane of glass, they were fucking 15 feet away from each other.
Yeah.
No way he didn't see a man in a yellow cape standing outside the window.
And his employee, Brandon, the guy that threatened to beat Riley up,
Came out and like mugged at the
well, and
scene.
tweeted about him.
Yeah.
So it's like,
There's zero chance that Eric did not know he was there. Absolutely, unbelievably underhanded thing of him to try to pretend. Can you look up how far the next restaurant is?
no. An hour.
Damn.
It's because we're passing through Knoxville. So there's not usually rest areas around. Although I guess Memphis has one.
Yeah, they got the hot stuff. Make the music sound. You just want playlist. This one's not long enough.
Yo, yes, we on a speedboat. Next up is around.
New release from Del the Funky Homo Sapien.
Oh, let's hear that. Helsinki.
That's a fun name.
The person meets the Homo sapien. The road is paperless. And then I wrote my name in it. And the dead homies hydrated as I poured a Jameson into the cracks in the street.
All these people like, are you okay? Let me know if you need anything. And I always respond with, I'll let you know. But I always want to be like, yeah, I need money because bail is going to be a bitch. Are they charging him? Like, I don't know. It's a crazy scenario. I think I'll start a GoFundMe once I know how much I got to pay for things. Yeah?
Say, watch how you step it up and watch your cholesterol. Keep watch till you full of yourself like Russian nesting dogs.
Wearing crystal.
What does that mean?
Crystal. KRYST.
He's getting set in front of a bail judge today or tomorrow. I mean, I hope.
I'm sure we'll know his mail like tomorrow. Like tomorrow, you know, after
My followers doubled in the afterlife, traded a beating heart for the streams and charges of sacrifice. Told the light at the end of the tunnel. I was camera shy as they living in the algorithm, and they'd rather
right there.
The person meets the Homo sapien. The road is paved with something on Monday. And the dead
Well-
homies hydrated as a port of Jameson until the cracks in the street all danced and make the pavement shit.
That's just alright.
Asher, what the hell did I miss? A lot.
Asher, our little homies in jail. You can go watch the last Clippaverse stream VOD from last night.
Hey, how's it going? Hope you're doing all
Oh
right.
boy.
I'm gonna get things going with some music that's been on your radar, like this
Oh, yeah.
one from St. Vincent.
Nope.
We just literally just skipped it. So. Yeah. Riley and Mint went to the meetup, the Rippaverse meetup. They were not allowed inside. They hung out outside filming it. The cops showed up, told them they weren't doing anything illegal, and then someone seemingly like, I don't know, came and whispered into one of their ears or something, and then they arrested Riley, and nobody really understands why. But he's in jail in, what was it, Benton County is where they're moving him?
Yeah.
And his bail hearing is either today or tomorrow, probably tomorrow, it's already 2:30.
And Sunday.
It's Sunday. But, yeah. We're on our way down. See what can be done. If anything.
I mean, I don't. We're moral support. I don't know that there's going to be a whole lot we can do. Aside from make sure Mint isn't alone.
Yeah. Mint, have you, I assume you've had some way of talking to Riley? Does he know that we're coming down to meet you? Or have you had a way of talking to him, I guess? Question.
Apparently, Denton County is where the warehouse is.
Oh, amazing.
Mint, I have no way to contact him. So,
Okay.
yeah.
How'd you find out about the Denton transfer?
Dick tweeted it.
Okay, just because of that. So Dick must have some way of getting information about me.
Probably.
So,
Just reconnecting. Trixie, would you be interested in people joining in on the saga that's going on? I don't know what you mean by that.
who's asking?
Also, we
Yeah, me joining in on the saga that's going.
Is it me or is the stream lagging? It is not you. The stream is lagging. We're driving 70 miles an hour in spotty service. Riley has said that he's black on void gazers. The Texas police caught wind of that. I didn't hear the last bit Trixie said. We asked what you mean. That was it.
Yeah, what did you mean by people joining in? Ancient Lore Village. It looks like a fucking hobbit house.
That's
There's a
cool.
billboard of something that looks like a hobbit house called an Ancient Lore Village. Oh, we're in Casey's country again.
Oh, hell yeah.
That might be better than going to Buc-ee's. We can just get some fucking cheap pizza and be on our way. I don't want to go to the one in fucking Knoxville.
Oklahoma ancient lore is not They didn't have hobbits. There is no good ancient OK lore. We're not in Oklahoma. We're in Tennessee. But I don't know. You could have been talking about something completely different. My bad. We love Oklahoma, though.
Oklahoma, though we keep sleeping down the plains. Knoxville. There's just like a thing that says Knoxville.
That sure is just a thing that says Knoxville. Let's show that real quick. Knoxville. Sure is Knoxville.
Don't knock it until you've filled it. Once we get to this rest area, I think I'm going to need to ask you to take over for at least a while because my arms are starting to really hurt.
You're good, sweetheart. You've had your Brony era, anime peak era, road trip saga, but now this Rip Reverse Gamergate saga. I feel like this needs to be covered by someone. I mean, yeah, fair.
Is this a Gamergate saga?
I don't know.
I don't think the CLIPPA has much to do
With Gamergate? Yeah.
None of us are really gamers. Well, you're a gamer.
I'm a gamer, but
You're
I
the
don't
only
care
gamer
about Gamergate.
Yeah, no. We're like Queergate or something. We're just like
Queer
the
gate.
gays. We're just the gays.
Gaygate.
Yeah, call this the gays era.
We're the writer of Jujutsu Kaisen.
Pride era. We are.
Just go to Ethan Ralph for all your gate needs. No, I'm good.
Start the song over.
Slow down, sweet.
I'm starting it over again.
What?
There we go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Eric July and Nerd Erotic or Gamergate is what they were saying.
Okay. Sure, I guess.
And the quarter.
Is that what Gamergate 2 is? Is those guys? I guess? I don't know. I call them the Grifterverse. I saw a video called Across the Grifterverse and it connected all those people together. And I was like, okay. This is what it is.
How does Trixie feel about those who document internet characters in depth, considering she's had digistorians for years and years? Some good and bad intentioned, but I wonder about this sometime.
I mean, I like the idea of it. It's funny to me how often people will do that stuff and never reach out to the person for comment. It's also funny how often those people will not allow comment. I think the issue with my career is that, like, I kind of explain it too often, so there's not like a lot of room for somebody else to try to summarize it, I guess. I don't know why it doesn't happen more often. Maybe my story's not interesting enough to any one like community to tell, I don't know. How would you pitch it? What would be your like title if it was a video about me? I've thought about making The Rise, Fall, and Death of Digibro as a video myself, as like a lecture, talking about it like it wasn't me.
That'd be funny.
I think it would be funny, but
Questioned her like 700 times to get the same result as my friend. We've been inseparable since 2009, but she just doesn't know about it yet. Can you do arms, body, legs, flesh, skin, toes? Arms, body, legs, flesh, skin, toes.
Once we're out of Knoxville, if you want to stop at like a travel authority or pilot or Loves or something, go for it. I'll take over. We're gonna need gas soon anyway.
but I've got to football.
And if I could, I'd poker with it right between the eyes.
God rest her soul.
Can you feel it? Fire legs, flash skin. Come on and touch me. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Girls like us are rotten to the core. Stop me if you've heard this one before.
ASC presents for $2. It's a big penis.
Thanks, bitch.
Stop me if you've heard this one before. Girls like us are rotten to the core. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Girls like us are rotten to the core. Stop me if you've heard this one before. Stop me if you've heard some remorse.
He wiggles when he walks, and he wanted it to stop because his superficial smile it got everybody up. And it's playing out. Boys are talking
The VOD that you're looking for is not on Mint's channel. It is on the Clippaverse, yeah.
The last VOD on the Clippaverse, the last 10-20 minutes or so, what you want?
Underscores that last one.
yeah, we
Next,
got D.
I got a few of the artists you had on all the time back in 2022.
Oh, really?
The world is a beautiful place, and I am no longer afraid to die first.
I love when DJ says things like that. Also, doing my day-to-day life is boring now that Riley isn't here. Yeah, that is.
That's how it goes.
I don't know what I'd do without Trixie.
I know what I would do without Bird, just be bored. Because whenever Bird's gone all day, I'm just like, well, this isn't an interesting day at all.
Stream drop. My bad. That was me.
You got two phones on there, don't you?
Yeah, but I'm not signed into all of my stuff on your phone. And I don't know all my passwords.
You're about to lose it all. You're about to lose it all. You've got introspection. You're about to lose it all. You're about to lose it all. Better off losing, better in bed. Better opportunities, better off dead. Just like that sheriff says. Better off losing, better
Cybertruck.
Oh my god, there's one live on the road. Holy shit.
Look, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like ass. And now, because it's been out, it's gotten like some tarnish on it.
Oh yeah, it looks fucked.
Woman's
It looks
having
like it got
some-
spray painted and then had to be painted back over or something.
Yeah. That's a Cybertruck, Ellen. Do you not know about the Cybertruck? It's a Blade Runner goofy ass fucking vehicle. Yeah, all the real homies know that Rivians are the way to go.
Yeah, the Rivian's the cool electric truck. Cool looking at least. I don't know if it's actually cool.
I've heard they're good. God's silliest car. Ellen, first I've heard of it. That is surprising. Gary always, apparently they're worse in all specs than the F-150 and cost twice as much. That is true. I wonder if that is true for the F-150 Lightning as well.
There is both a Loves and a Pilots coming up. Do you want to stop here or wait longer?
No, keep going. I don't want to stop in Knoxville.
Are we still in Knoxville?
We're in the Knoxville metro area still.
One of them big old Top Golfs is coming up.
Mint, I'm a shower and then eat some Whataburger. Have fun.
Whataburger.
Closing out with Clear is Clear. Up next, the songs that took over your life in 2023. Yeah, you're gonna recognize yourself in these. ASAP Rock up first.
It's a Top Golf. Ellen Horizon. First result I get from Google is Tesla Cybertruck found in Sao Paulo suburbs. Yeah, that tracks. What is what are the Sao Paulo suburbs known for? I'm not a Brazil.
Could you grab me a Diet Coke out of that box?
I don't know.
Where is it? It's like just right behind me, but like in the back.
Okay, hey, you can focus on driving. Okay, I found it. Very expensive car, randomly found in poor area of town, basically. Oh, you can have that cup holder.
Just another box. Inside of the box. Just another box.
Huh? What?
What happened to the boxes?
Boxes are gone. There we go.
Fuck the ops. Fuck the ops, especially hard today. Fucking Eric July making me drive my ass to fucking Texas.
Uh-oh. Maxwell the Silver Hammer Kimball has been made aware of the Eric July situation.
Ooh.
Who knows what Kimball could do?
Maxwell Kimball, is he here?
No. He's just on Twitter.
Let's see.
I thought Maxwell had retreated from the spotlight. He has. I just follow him on Twitter still. He's vibing, you know, doing his thing. I think he might be on the radio again. I'm not entirely sure. Do you ever do a show with Kimball?
No.
Okay.
For the hustle and one for the nighttime spread over the city like a comforter. Two nighttime. Oh shit, it's ego death. Shut. Los Angeles, under the cellulite late and die of the night.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Let me see if I can finish it. Go. Yeah.
We can make this better. There's a TA and a Flying J coming up. You want to stop here?
Oh,
Still too close?
you can do. Yeah, it's fine. I'm just going about driving.
Under the cellulite late and die of the night, I slip miniature monsters between my cries and cries. The red, blue, and white stripes while crowds gonna beside me like the price.
Stop at the Flying J, not the Travel Authority.
I think with an overjoyed grin, the sick and death of always making joy twist. You gotta lick the red gills of pop art. Opinions of men to fill the pock marks. The withery tendrils from my raw heart reach from my Benadryl like it was a lost art.
Alright, I think I'm gonna end the stream while we switch and go into pilot and everything. You good with that?
Sure, yeah, we can make it a part 3.
Yeah. I just,
Want to be off for a second?
yeah. We'll be back. We'll see you soon.
Yep, we'll make it part 3.
Part 3.